What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to My Hero Academia Vigilantes, this time with episode 11. I did see that there was a preview released, I think, today for the next season. Haven't watched it. To be honest with you guys, I do like reacting to trailers and such, but I'm not sure if it's just lately. I just feel, there's always a lot of spoilers, but yeah, I feel like sometimes I don't really want to know too much about the next season. Sometimes I like a kind of nice surprise. But I might end up watching that at some point. But yeah, good episode last time. Setting up this event, but more interestingly for me was Knuckle Duster's relationship with his wife and daughter here. We didn't see too much, but really intrigued as to see more of this. What exactly happened in the past to his wife, and why she's like. I mean, it makes sense. She's like another person to kind of conceal her identity, seemingly at school, but she's also like it almost seems like a different person when she's at home, with what we saw last week with her with those dead people as her parents. It was yeah, just a lot of really cool stuff that didn't take up too much of last week's episode. I hope we do delve into a bit before the end of the season. But yeah, more My Hero Academia coming soon. I'm not sure when the final season's airing. If I had to assume, it would be, it's definitely not next season. The season after, but I don't know. It's not far away, I know that. I think that's something really good about My Hero Academia in general. They've got a really good kind of let's say upload schedule, release schedule for their series. There's never too long away, especially including like the movies and series like this as well. It's quite amazing how good this has been, considering it's packed between the last season and this upcoming final season. And I think there was a movie come out as well reasonably not long ago. Celebrities who charm something with their personality. The definition of idol. I'll tell you what as well, the ending song I always did like, but it's probably one of my favourite songs from this season of anime. The ending song for this series, I really like it. Feathers. Manager des. Nice introduction. Sorry guys. I don't know what it is in this series, it's always so quiet, and then when I start up another series I get absolutely blasted by the volume. It doesn't seem to be increasing. Sorry. Joe, these people remind me of that bloody Australian hip hop dancer at the Olympics. Not even sure what the fuck that was about. Okay. They're serious people. So we've got a rock band as well. We've got rock band, dancers, a little idol group. Do you reckon they're like brother and sister? I don't know, they've fallen in love. Already. now we're gonna dress to impress. You'll just have to hold that L. Evers. Okay. I know she's doing a pretty fantastic job at sorting all this out, isn't she? And they're all like proper attentive to her as well. She's always got their attention. They're always listening. Very good at her job, not just in sorting out things, but being like a presence as well, like a good figure to look up to listen to. That would look strange. That is one of the big issues she's going to have. How are we going to have the chemistry? Because those girls really don't seem to like pop step very much. Now that's not something you can just like pop them together and they'll get along. It's going to take some work. So why has she got a pretend katana thing? I don't know what that's called. This, would you call that practicing? Just listening to songs. No, she was practicing singing as well. Okay. Ooh, I felt that one, you know. Again, I've got I don't know if I'd call it like chronic ankle issue, but this past year I have been suffering a little bit. When I was playing football, I had someone run at me and fall on my chest, and then another person fall on my leg while it was bent, and that really done. So yeah, I had 2 body weights worth of people on me, and it twisted my ankle pretty badly. And I've been suffering that for the last year. Like every time I think I'm back to being okay, it's just like I haven't played like I usually would for quite a long time now. I'm hoping after a little break that I've had recently, hoping everything should be back to normal. Yeah. Oh, so she will be able. Well, what's the point of her being there? Well, I say that. I think they're singers as well, idols. I don't know. I think their main job was to dance, wasn't it? Popping you. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Would that go well with these two? This is a hard one to do anything about, though, to be honest. But doesn't that look weird? Having one girl that looks exactly the same with her on the left and then a Randy on the right. And that is your quirk. You'd hope you'd be good at it. To be honest with you guys, I know this sounds bad, but she's not even that good at it. We've never actually seen her jump a ridiculous, like, a crazy amount. I've seen, obviously I haven't seen people jump quite as high as her off a natural jump, but I've seen parkour people do crazier things. Don't know about you guys. So are you. Yeah. Only natural. What the fuck's that? Is that Froppy? No, that's not. Is that same guy we saw earlier on in the series? Oh, it's already here. Oh, look at that. Pop, oh, it said Pop Mike. President Mike, I think his name is. Feather hats. Again, this is ambitious. This really was mixing up all these groups. This comes off, it'll be very impressive. Although, I'm not sure it really matters because we know some villain's going to enter at some point, so that will end up eventually being the talking point, I assume. Really? I thought it might be a thing of like, when you start trying to impress someone, changing up your appearance like this, you end up not liking them because they look different to how you originally fell in love with them. Give the man a break, come on now. So this is where she comes in. I've been mentioning the last few weeks, she's the R-rated hero. She's like very prominent in the opening, yet we haven't actually seen her at all in this series yet. So here she is. Pretty sure she's dead in the main series, right? Evening, midnight. Who's that guy? I mean, we do see Aizawa in the preview, so I assume we'll see him somewhere. Bit of a gathering of the teachers before they became teachers right here. Pretty cool. And again, nice for Midnight fans. Never been the biggest fan of her. I guess it's more so the people like fan service like her as a character, but yeah, nice for the fans considering I don't think you'll be seeing her too much in the main series. So yeah, is this the slimy guy we saw on a bit of a smaller scale earlier on, I think? It would bow this way. He still is pretty cute, even as ginormous as he is. Popo. Oh shit. Yeah. I guess he is an eel, isn't he? Oh shit. No, I'm gonna ruin the performance. Oh my god. So what is this about? What is this Naruhata stuff? What is that? Oh, that is the place. Ah, okay, my bad. I was gonna say they can't keep up their experiments on Naruhata. I thought I read, but in Naruhata, my bad. Because obviously we heard that the singer singing that earlier, so I was like, what the hell? What is this Naruhata stuff? But yeah, it's just the location we're in. Apologies, guys. The call from the boss himself right here. Never good news. Finally. Put him on the phone for with All for One. That'd be an interesting conversation. God, what is that? Big old stun gun. So what? Yeah, what can she do? Fight wise, doesn't seem like much, except for release bees from her pants. Oof. Well, again, how does her body work? She ain't got nothing in there, right? Just hollow, filled with bees. So, did this actually work? Maybe for an instant, but I feel like the usual effect a stun gun would have on someone, it wouldn't last quite as long as her. Oh shit! They blow up. And you thought bees can get any worse. Well, bees are alright. Wasps, I mean, horrible things. Why is she so quick, man? Again, she's jumped bigger than we've seen Pop Step jump. There. How quick is she? You know, it kind of feels so weird. Like I want to see her lose, and I want to see him succeed, but I don't want to see him punching his daughter and like stunning her. So it's kind of feel weird. It's kind of it's weirdly kind of satisfying to see her take a shot from him, but it's also kind of like that is his daughter. I don't know, but she is very crazed right now as well. I say she's very super villainous right now, isn't she? Making all these horrible faces and again, I think it might be a case, not like a dual personality per se, but she definitely seems like a strange human. Is not a great way to word it, but she's not normal. Like the faces she's making, just what she's doing in general, hurting all these people. Again, the biggest one to me was the fact that she was hanging out with a dead couple and pretending that they were her parents. That right there, I think, tells you quite a lot. But yeah. But again, why is she so physically strong? Like she can jump really high. She got. I was gonna say she's obviously related to him, so she's probably got good genetics. But she's so quick to dodge. She's fucking super quick running. It's incredible. Maybe again it's because her body's hollow. Goodbye to dad. Oh shit. Damn. Is next episode the last one? I think it is. I probably checked last week, but I do just want to check again. Um, Judging by that preview, it kind of seems it is. No, it's not. Good. I was hoping it wouldn't be. Yeah, interesting. What do we see happen here? No, again, they ruined the fucking performance. Hopefully we might get to see it in episode 13. What is that? She used it on herself? She got high on her own supply? Is that what happened here? Like, look at her arms. Oh, you know what would be very cool? Slightly different insect, I know, but a kind of the fly type deal with her quirk. If she like self-injects it, she might end up turning like Jeff Goldblum, kind of turn into this horrifying fly in the fly, obviously, but this horrifying kind of wasp human. I think I'd be a big fan to see that. Again, I don't want to because she's a little girl and she's Knuckle Duster's daughter, so I want to see the best for her, of course. But it's also that would be cool as fuck. Something a little bit like the body horror, like Cronenberg, or recently in The Substance was a big one. That was a big hit recently. I can't pause it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to pause on that specific shot, and I'm just missing the timing. Every time I'm just like slightly missing it. But here, like just on this shot, for example, we see this weird little tiny little arm thing. So that could be one of the legs of like the wasp or something. I'd love to pause it at the right timing. This. And her legs, I was gonna say they look a bit just like, I don't know if those legs are in like the right position. They look very strange. Like one thigh is, it looks like she's facing that way, and I guess the other thigh could be as well here. But I don't know. She looks in a very strange position, like her arm being behind her legs as well. With her legs facing this way. Like, is there two people here? Is this her? It's like this weird, horrid hand. It doesn't look. This hand doesn't look very fly-like. So perhaps she just randomly came across some people, they're helping her or something. She injected them. I don't know. We do see her hand. To be fair, no, look at this. We see her hand looking pretty creepy itself there, actually. That looks like a smaller version of that giant hand we just saw on the ground. So, yeah, it looks like she kind of transforms herself. Interesting to see she's actually got multiple uses for these bees as well. I thought it was purely the whole kind of steroid kind of effect of them, and the injection and enhancement of quirks. I thought that was pretty much all there was to it, and there wasn't much to her, but it looks like she's got some kind of increased fighting durability or something, because again she runs crazily fast, she can jump really high while looking just like she's like posing looking really smooth while jumping. She could dodge Knuckle Duster. So yeah, she's definitely like, she's not no weakling. I assume she was just like a normal person with the bees in her. Still very interested in the anatomy stuff, but I don't think we'll ever cover that, to be honest. And if we do, it would be in the unfortunate event of like she dies and we have like an autopsy. I would like to see that autopsy and see what the hell is going on inside that body. If it is just like hollow, like a nest, or there is actually like organs and stuff in there. But yeah, where does this kind of crazy hand that we saw a minute ago kind of transformation come from? Again, I'm pretty sure wasps don't have like horrid hands like these, so maybe there's another kind of certain thing to her quirk that transforms her in a different manner. Maybe that's like a sample of someone else's quirk mixed in with her ability, and I don't know. As it says here, the plot does thicken, so we will see. Thank you guys for watching. That pretty awesome episode, especially those last 5 minutes. Quite a bit of setup, of course, for the event that we may not see. I do hope we do see it, because all the setup will go to absolute waste if we don't. So I'm assuming we'll probably see that in episode 13, I do hope. But yeah, nice bit of setup here. Seeing all these new characters was pretty cool. Seeing this little love story between them. Those feather girls are not very nice so far, but hopefully they might come around at some point. But yeah, quite a bit of setup here. Nice seeing Midnight again for a little bit. President Mike was a nice little addition as well in this episode. But yeah, these last 5 minutes especially were really awesome. Animation looked fantastic. Again, better than some of the seasons of My Hero Academia. I think specifically of like season 5, I think it is. And in general, I think My Hero Academia's main series has got pretty consistent animation, but there has been, especially in the season 6 and season 7, which have been my favourite seasons, I'll say before I enter this, there has been amazing looking episodes, but there also has been episodes that the animation consistency was very consistent in My Hero Academia up until season 5, like season 1, 2, 3 and 4. I've all got pretty much the same animation across the board in every episode, and then from that point forward, for some reason, it does seem to have got a bit less consistent. where you do have like masterpiece level episodes of animation and fight scenes, then you've got like lesser episodes where it doesn't look so great and it looks pretty not bad, but just like more average compared to the better looking stuff. So it's nice to see that this series has been very consistent the whole time. The fight scenes again in this episode looking great, especially with the eel monster. I think especially those looked awesome. These shots here, for example, when it kind of shuts off the electricity, nice fight animation here between Knuckle Duster and his daughter as well. But yeah, looking forward to seeing more of the story. I think this is another great example of like the story, me being kind of invested in the character of Knuckle Duster and his daughter, and I care for the fight scenes because it's got that behind it. When I compare this to something like Windbreaker or Solo Leveling, they may very well look better, but I don't care for the characters or the people or the kind of relationship between them and why they're fighting as much as I do with something like this. So that kind of enhances it even more. So I'd say this fight, again, it might sound crazy to some people, but this fight is better than almost any fight in Solo Leveling, even though it doesn't look nearly as good as a few of them. But because I care about it, it is just that much better. And so I think some people do just rate it purely off just how it looks, and I don't think that should be the case. I'm not sure that's good for kind of shows or storytelling, to be honest with you. I think that might be a sign of like the end of times, that Solo Leveling is just yeah, let's not go on that rant, but yeah. Do let me know what you guys think about this episode though down in the comments. Again, really good one today, and next week looks like an absolute banger as well. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions though, and I'll see you guys with episode 12.